Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We are in my garage today, like we have been for a while, but I really enjoy this game, so that's why we are playing it. I have things set up this way out here because I've been doing some tutorials on this game, or how-to guides, if you want to call. But today I want to get back to working on some vehicles. So, I have a little project in the barn over here that I want to go check out. Now, if you guys watched any of my how-to videos recently, and you probably haven't, but I have shown this car off already in one of those videos. So, let's open the garage here. I want to pull the car out of the garage. It is a Dodge Charger, aka Chad, because the name of the vehicle in this game is called a Chad. Let's pull up the info menu on the car. See, it is a Chad. I bought this car from another player. I traded barns. I actually sent him cash in a barn for this car, and he sent me this car in a barn. We swapped barn files. Yes, that can be done in this game, and I do have a tutorial video on how to do that easily in this game. So, I bought this car for $70,000. I know in the info screen it only says this car currently is worth $22,700, but when you're trading cars with people, we don't necessarily usually go by what the in-game price says the car is worth. Alright? So this is a car that I'm going to possibly keep. If I don't, I'm going to resell it to another player. But I'm going to put my own touch on it because I think this car could look a little better in my opinion. The last guy that had it, maybe this was his kind of style and he liked it, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You will see this car has a lot of modded parts on it, especially the engine. The hood is a modded part, but the big deal is, right before the guy sent it to me, and this was not intentional, I don't believe, he already had the vehicle up for sale, but he was moving the car, and, well, this engine's got, you know, quite a bit of horsepower and torque, and he stepped on the throttle a little too hard, and well, he hit the side of a building and caused some front end damage, as you see. You know, the hood's all bowed and everything, so I'm not exactly sure what all is wrong with this car at this point. I'm hoping there's not any frame damage. I don't know until we start getting into this thing and see how bad it is. Actually, the hood, I'm going to... I don't know, the hood might be able to be replaced. I don't know, because look how bad it's separated here. I don't know if we can actually fix this hood or not. If not, we'll replace it. It's not a big deal. I have some plans to do some stuff on the engine, possibly. I would like to give this car a little bit more horsepower. I might just pull this engine out of it altogether and redo it, because I don't necessarily care for the colors. We're going to take off the tint and make the tint not blacked out. It won't be completely blacked out. And we got to put some new rims on here. I believe some new rims and tires. And definitely repaint the car a different color. So let's get into this thing and start her up. But before we do that, I need to check the fluids. It's been sitting here for a little while. Oh yeah, look at that engine oil. It's super, super low. We're only moving it a little bit, so we should be alright. That should be enough oil. Is this enough? Okay, so there's a little bit of coolant in there. We should be fine. Just to move it out of the barn and up front there by the workshop. So let's hop into this thing and fire this thing up. Okay, there we go. It did start good, so that's always a plus. Now, let's get this thing backed out of here. You can't really see that well because the windows are almost completely blacked out. So, let's go to this view so we can safely get this car out of here. I don't want to cause any more damage to it. And we can finally see the car in some light, or some better light. I know it's getting dark. It definitely does look better out in some light than in the dark. I will say that, but still, we got to do some work on it. Oh, and I didn't notice. I think all underneath of it is, might be all chromed out, so... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys, about this car. This might be a total, total dismantle. I don't know. So, we'll have to see. This could turn into a big project. But let's go to sleep real quick in advance time so we have some more light. There we go. That should be good. Yeah. Let's see. Can we see underneath the car? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's there's a lot of chrome underneath of here. Yeah, the guy put in quite a bit of time on this car, I would say. A lot of money. A lot of money and time on this car. Oh yeah. It takes time to do all this to chrome everything or paint all these parts and everything. It takes time and it takes a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't kidding about having all that time and money into it. So let's grab our hammer and let's try to beat out some parts. Oh yeah, look how bad that was. The hood. Okay, this front quarter fender is good. Okay, the hood's back in business. I don't know. I still, we still got to take some Bondo to it, obviously. But, let's just go around the car now and see if anything else is damaged. I know it still doesn't look right. The body lines and everything still don't look right, but like I said, we have to Bondo. Make sure we're not getting any other hammer icons anywhere. Oh. I just saw a hammer icon. Let's open the hood and see what we got in here. Yep. Oh, bumper. Okay, the bumper, I think, is back out now. Oh, oh. I was going to say thank you. I don't think there's any... At least this frame rail's not damaged. If there's frame damage, this would have turned into a absolutely major project if it had frame damage on it. But I don't see any frame damage, which is good, because we would get that hammer icon if we did. Absolutely magnificent. It just looks like it was some body damage. Decent amount of body damage, but not a whole lot. Make sure everything in here is still good. Make sure the radiator support is good. Make sure the inner fenders are good. Firewall seems good. Hood seems good. Let's just go around this car once again. We don't want to miss anything, right? It's a good looking car. I will tell you that. Good looking car. But we just need to put our own touches on it, I believe. I don't care. I mean, I like an orange paint job, but this is more of an orangish brown paint job to me. And it just has too much brown in it. That's good. Everything seems good now, guys. Now we got to break out some Bondo. I'm very pleased so far. The trick is just finding the right spots to Bondo. Oh, let's grab a wrench. I want to take that bumper off. It's been a while since I worked on one of these Chargers. I have to find the bolts. I have to find the bolts for the bumper. Is that a bolt there for a bumper? We're gonna find out, aren't we? Yep. Oh, does a bumper need bondoed? No, it must be pretty good. All right. Okay, that panel's fixed now. Yeah, this part takes a while. But it's all about finding the spots that need the bondo, like I said. Well, Must not be that quarter fender. Maybe it's the inside. Did I get it? I think I got it now. Okay, that quarter fender's good. This bottom fairing is good, whatever you want to call it. This quarter fender's good over here. The hood looks like it's good now. All this here, is this good? This all looks good. Let's just check the inside. Sure, radiator support's good. Inner fender. All that's good. Hood is good. All right. Says everything is fixed. I just don't... What I don't like about the hood is body lines all look pretty good now. What I don't like is this right here. What is all this about? This is a modded hood, so maybe it's something with the mod. Maybe if when we paint it, it might be fine. I don't know. If it's not, I might try to swap it out for another hood when we get to that point. If we have to. So, just going over with some Mondo, making sure everything's straight. You know, it doesn't hurt. We got the Bondo out, might as well do the job correctly. Double checking everything. Okay. I think we got everything, guys. I think our body work is fixed. We checked our frame already for frame damage. I think we're good. We are good to go. Technically, we could paint this thing and call it a day. But like I said, that's not what I want to do. So I'm unsure how I want to do this engine. I've been trying to think the last few days how I want to do this engine, and I'm just not sure. I don't like the color scheme of it. I want to add some more horsepower to it. But I just don't know what I want to do. I want to keep it twin turbo. But I have a feeling that most of the internals, like the camshaft, maybe crankshaft, pistons, you know, parts like that internally are not, you know, high performance or HP parts as what the game calls them. Because if it was, we'd have more horsepower than what this engine is putting out. So I'm not sure if I want to pull the engine and go and dismantle the engine and add the parts to it that I want, and also paint them a different color than what they are. That might be a good idea. That would save a lot of money because we already have a lot of money and also now time in it with the bodywork, right? So that might be our best bet. That might be our best bet. So let's grab our... Actually, let's put the bumper back on. I think that would be a smart thing to do. Okay. Now, where am I going? I need my wrench right here. I want to grab the Bondo real quick. Now that bumper's back on, just to make sure that the bumper is good. I don't know if you can even Bondo the bumper to try to straighten it out. Yeah, everything's good with it. I know you can beat it out like we did. But, all right. Let's get this engine out of this car. Man, with everything chrome the way it is, it's kind of hard to see the bolts. because the guy chromed the bolts too, as you can tell, or a lot of the bolts. Okay, where is our? Let's get in here. It's a little hard to see things. I know it's right here. There we go. Needed our fuel line. Where's our, Wait a minute. Where's our alternator bolt? I don't see an alternator bolt there. That has to come out. The engine mount bolt, loosen up. Don't. Where the heck is the, There we go. It was hidden. It was hidden behind whatever that was. Okay. Get in the engine bay, Nate. Oh, those bolts were already loosened? That's not good. Then we're good. Now we can go and put it on our stand over here. Give me the check mark. I can't see anything. There we go. All right, the engine is out of the car. What gearbox do we have in here? 5? Okay, yeah, we want to keep the gearbox 5. That is a guarantee. All right. So now, I don't like everything being all chrome, but I'm not going to go through with the suspension and change it. This is suspension is what it is. It's not getting changed. I'll tell you that right now. Pull our wires out. A lot of this stuff up top, yeah, I'll change. But stuff down below, suspension, no. Which ones are our bolts for the master cylinder? There we go. Whoa. Where'd it go? There we go. Probably can't reach it from there. There we go. Bring that out. And then, since our coolant's already drained already, might as well pull out this radiator. Throw that out. Now, I think from here, we're going to leave the gearbox, everything else in there. None of that rest of that stuff needs to come out. It's all going to stay that chrome color. It's not going to look the same, but it is what it is at this point. Because that's just a huge job that I do not want to get into with taking all the suspension off just to make it a different color and putting it right back on. It's not worth all that time. It's not. And then I have to change all the colors of all the bolts and everything. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Some of this other little stuff that's easy to get to, fine, but I'm not doing any of that other stuff. This off. Throw those over there, out of the way. You know, there's a part of me that just wants to leave this engine how it is and put it into something else. Like, the horsepower of this engine is good for like a pickup truck or something like that, where you're going to use as like a work truck. I know that 700 horsepower is a lot for a horse truck or a work truck, but I almost want to save the engine and build a new one. For this car. You know what? I think I'm going to do this and I'm going to save the engine. I like the engine, and I think it's just fine. And I can definitely use this engine, obviously, being a twin turbo. It will get used. There is no doubt about that this engine will get used. I just want to add some engine oil to it while we got it sitting here. And I just want to go through some of these parts to make sure, okay, 99%. I want to make sure some of these parts are good, because if some of these parts are good, that tells me pretty much all of these parts are probably pretty good. 100% on that fan. Fan is new. Can't get any newer than that, right? Let's see about this head cover. Just got to be careful. Loosening bolts. You don't want to loosen something from down inside your engine, because then now you got to pull off the whole thing. There we go. What is this? 100%? Yeah. I mean, come on now. I mean, I'm pretty certain the stuff in this car was pretty good. I'm just kind of double checking. Yeah, because I don't feel like pulling everything apart and then recoloring it and then putting it back together. It's just, I'm not interested in that. I'll drop this engine into something else that doesn't matter what the engine color really is, and we'll call it a day, you know? I mean, really, that's simple. Get off of there, thermostat. What is this? Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, come on. I mean, unless he kind of tricked me, and which I don't think he did. He made all the outer parts, you know, new or next to new, and all the internals are junk, you know, which could be the case, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Doesn't tell me the condition of those, huh? Okay, well, it is what it is. Let me see this. Doesn't tell me the condition of that either. Okay, well, be like that then. All right, well. Oh, that whole thing came off like that? What? Why did it come off like that? That's not what I wanted to come off. Oh, you know why? Because I loosened the wrong bolt. Yeah, 99% on the ignition coil. Yeah. I mean, distributor 98%. I'm surprised you didn't color those dang ignition wires. Well, he did color them because they are the ignition wires HP, which are usually yellow, so he did color those too. All right, well, let's pull this engine off of here, and let's just throw it over onto this rack for right now. And let's get to building a new engine for that car. We're going to go to Chad, and then V8. Then the engines. Going to actually go here because it's going to be quicker. Let's see what kind of block we want to put in this thing. You want to go with 373? Yeah, let's go with 373. And then a crankshaft, we're going to go a Croker strength shaft. And then we're going to need a crankshaft sprocket. And then let's go some pistons. Pistons HP, we're going to need 8 of those. And then let's go oil. We're going to grab our ignition coil while we're here. Paintable oil pan. And we're going to use this Mopar oil filter. Why not? Because it is going in a Mopar vehicle, so might as well use that. And then a cam. We're going to need a camshaft sprocket. And then we're going to put a camshaft drag in it. So now let's take some of these parts we have. And let's go do some assembling. We can throw that out here. I'm going to make my engine... Well, what do we want to do for color? I think... I'm trying to think of a good color. I think a nice, just a regular standard black would look good, I think. I think black would look good. Just a nice sleek black. I mean, Dodge Charger, who wouldn't like that? Oh, where'd my wrench go? Right here. Let's grab our cranker. And we'll get that bolted up. Grab our pistons. I don't ever color any of this stuff here. Really, because you're never going to see it, so why spend the time or money on coloring this, the pistons and crank and the cam and all the gears? Why? I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with it, but I skipped one. All right, now let's go grab our Earl pan. Might as well grab our Earl pan and color that. All right. Let's go grab our cam and gears. Put this aside for right now, out of the way. Can't grab the Earl filter with a wrench in my hand. Since it says Mopar on it, we're not going to color that guy. We're just going to leave it right there as it is. It says Mopar on it, as you see. Pretty cool with the Chrysler logo. Grab our cam and put it in. Then we need to grab ourselves a timing chain. Well, there's actually a lot of parts we need to grab. Which is this guy here. And then we will... Well, no, we have a starter already on the car, don't we? Put those guys in. Can I find what I'm looking for? We're going to do this here. Harmonic balancer. This is what we're looking for. Might as well grab some of the other parts while we're in here. And you may look at this and be like, I don't have those parts that look like that are paintable. Well, that's because they're not base game parts. They are all modded parts, part of a mod pack from EST Banana, and it's called Extra Engine Parts. They're it's a mod on, you can find it on Nexus Mods. But yeah, it's Extra Engine Parts by EST Banana. Big fan. Let's grab these guys here. Racing cylinder heads. Might as well grab our flywheel alternator. We're going to need a racing clutch. I think that's it. And then we can jump back up to the top up here because I need to grab one of those, and we need an alternator belt too. Okay, so look at our pile of junk. Take that. And I need this guy here. And I need the chain. Okay, timing chain. Timing chain on, and then let's go paint up some of this stuff. I'm going to just chrome this stuff, this timing cover black too. Belt can be done the same way. And then these guys I'm not going to worry about. So let's roll. Oh, did I pick up my racing clutch? No, I did not. So let's put that guy on. 6 bolts. Four bolts for the timing cover. Set this guy on the table. All right, now we can get some of our other parts here and start doing up. This one will be also black. And then, yeah, this probably will be also. And everything else, I think here, we will just chrome. All right. grab our harmonic balancer, install that, zip it down, our pulley. There you go. And then now, let's get our water pump. Install your water pump. You got 5 bolts on your water pump. And you got one hiding right there. And that should be all 5, right? That should be all 5. Getting stuck on everything. Yeah, I think that's all 5. Let's set this up on the table, the thermostat. I can't install that guy yet because the heads aren't on. All right. Now I think it's time. I need some head gaskets. You can't forget your head gaskets. You won't get too far down the road without your head gaskets. Oh, where are they? Grab these guys here. Grab these guys up. No, 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 no. We want those. So we're going to chrome these guys. Grab our... Get out of the way. Need some head gaskets. Need some head. Alright. There we go. Get on there. Get on there. Let's tighten these down. Move around to the other side. Install our rockers if I can grab them. Alright, now we need some cylinder head covers, and we need... Yeah, that's about it. For right now. Let's grab some... I think it's under COV. If I type in COV, will they come up? Yes, they will. We're going to use these guys right here. We're going to chrome these guys. These go on this side. And this one goes on this side. There's our ranch. Okay, those are on. Get our alternator ratcheted down. Now, there you go. Don't think I'm missing anything there. We can put our fan on. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to get some other parts. Okay, so what we need is a... Let's see if that brings it up. Oh, no, no. That's not going to work. we actually will need these guys, so might as well grab that for right now. Oh, what do we need? I don't need a paintable blower because we're not going to put a blower on here. We have a 6-pack intake or a 6-pack carb. That might work for the 6-pack. I can buy one of those for the paintable 6-pack intake. What do you guys think? Let's go try that out. I'm gonna put the those there. I'm gonna put those there for right now. All those, because I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do this one up black, I think. Yeah. That here. Grab our wrench. Bolt this down. Okay. So now we have that on there. We can put our thermostat on the intake. So there we go. Now I'm not so sure. We're going to need a carb. I believe we're going to need a carb next. A carburetor. We're going to need a 6-pack carburetor. So that might be our only option for a 6-pack. Looks like it. $900 later. Okay, so we want to do this one. I want to do this one chrome, and then make the throttle black, and then everything else just chrome. All right, cool. Get on there, bud. Get on there. There you go. I know you wanted to get on there. You just needed a little extra persuasion. All right. 6 bolts to bolt down a carburetor. Now, if I'm correct, and I don't know if I am, no, I must not be. Thought maybe this would go on there. Well, guys, I'm wrong once again. Well, what we need to do is take a break from engine building. And we need to go over to Lewis's store. We're going to grab some Sparky plugs. We're going to get some HP spark plugs.
Good morning. Or is it the afternoon already? I don't bloody know anymore.
Get 8 of those, because that's what we need. There we go. Alright, let's get our spark plugs in, and then from there, I think we'll worry about some turbo headers. I think that's what they're called. Turbo intakes or exhausts or whatever. So we got to figure out this carb issue. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong and I might have to redo some things with it. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Sooner or later. After I spend $100,000 on this engine. Grab our spark plug wrench. All right, let me just check that again just to make sure it's not some weird place where you got to just find the check mark. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Let's try this. I didn't get those yet, did I? No, I didn't get them. They're all the way down here at the bottom. These guys right here. Let's go grab these and pull out our bag. I think we're going to chrome these also. Just a regular standard chrome. These guys on. Grab our wrench. Okay, now we have those on. Technically, we can now get our turb skis on. I think I'm going to do these black chrome. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. All right. So now we have to figure this out because this is a problem. Because this won't go on here. Oh, it wouldn't bolt there because we didn't have the turbos, huh? I didn't know that you had to have the turbos on there, but okay. Well, now it works. Well, no, why'd I do that? Well, it was good we checked, but I need to paint that. So, what do we do? What do we do? I guess, well, that's chrome. These are black, but the hoses are black. So do we chrome that or make it black? I don't know. Let's see what chrome looks like. It's a regular standard chrome. Decisions. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I think we'll keep that. I don't think you have to tighten those down. No. Okay. All right, well, that's good. I thought that's how maybe it went together, and I was wondering why it wasn't working, but okay, good. We figured it out. Now we need a distributor. And we need distributor wires. Or ignition wires. I guess whatever you would like to call them. I probably passed up. Nope. Didn't. Pull out our bag. And then, oh yeah, we need to grab the ignition curl. Because we got to go paint these up. this what? Yeah, that highlights it. Okay, so that we're gonna make that black. We'll make that part chrome. We're gonna make this chrome. And let's see, our heads are chrome. Let's see how the black wires look. Get our coil on. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Looks pretty good. Now we need some more Terpsky stuff. Just making sure, just double checking, right? You don't want to be in too much of a hurry, because then that's when you miss something. So we got to grab the air or turbo air filters and the turbo exhaust. TUR. See if it comes up. Pull out our bag. What's that? Yeah, we're gonna chrome the exhaust. Just a regular chrome. Put it back in the bag. Chrome it up. And if you guys are wondering how I'm painting stuff and you're wondering what this palette is, that is another mod you can find on Nexus Mods called the Material Master. As you see down below, it says Material Master. That's what the name of the mod is on Nexus Mods, is Material Master. It allows you to color parts. I think I'm going to do a... Oh, what is that? No, we don't want that. What is this? Okay, that's what we want. Number 1. Let's do number 1, and let's see about chroming that. There we go. We are going to need the screwdriver, I believe, for that. Crank those down. And we'll crank these down. Where'd our wrench go? It's hiding back here. 4 bolts. All right, I think that is our engine built. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know how much horsepower this is going to crank out compared to the other engine we just yanked out of the car, but we'll find out. I think I have everything already to go on this engine. I'm just kind of looking over it real quick just to make sure. All right. I think we're good. I think we can drop her back in the car. Car's a little low to the ground. You get the normal lag when you tighten down the first bolt when you put an engine in. That's normal. I'm glad he had a 5-speed gearbox already put in this thing. so I didn't have to mess with the gearbox. Does this have a lowered suspension on it? I don't know. I'm going to have to get that up on a lift to see. I think it might. I'm not sure. Did I get everything bolted down here? I don't think I did I? No, I sure didn't. Just double check everything. I forgot what I tightened down and what I didn't. Get up there. Come on. Alright. What do we want to do now here? See if I can get this reverted back to its normal color. If I can't, it's not letting me restore it. Dang it. Well, I guess I'll just buy another one. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, where are we at? A little lower. There we go. That's all tacked down. Can't forget. Nope. Can't forget your bolt right here. If not, your brake fluid's going to leak all out. Let's see. His engine oil was really low, so let's see how much brake fluid is actually in this thing. Okay. Looks like it has some. See if we can do our handy-dandy trick with it. Don't know if we're going to be able to. Yep, there you go. It's filling. Heck yeah. That's what I call being cheap and not wanting to buy more brake fluid. Okay, where'd our cap go? Right there. See? Filled it all the way up too. Or pretty dang close at least. Yeah, that to me, even though it's a simple black chrome with just a standard chrome look, to me, maybe not to you, but to me, that just looks so much better. So much better. Yep. Okay, and it still fits under the hood. There you go. Nice. Looking good. What's this battery at? Oh, it doesn't tell me a freaking percentage. I don't know why it's not. It should. Ooh, it wasn't even fully charged. Wow. Okay, might as well just grab a new battery for it. And there was some parts on there that was a little questionable. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just spend the $80 and get a new battery. Goes over here, actually. Can I get these? What's the condition of these? It doesn't even tell. Oh, that's the fuel line. Wires main. You know what? Just gonna buy them new. Do these new give me a percentage? Yeah, they give me a percentage. But why aren't these? Interesting. Put our wires in. Let's tack down our wires. getting dark out here. Got our starter wire right down there. I think that's it on this side of the engine. Let's get our ground bolt. Right there, our alternator bolt. Right there. And then our fuel. Should be right there. Okay. And tack down our fuel line. Don't forget your fuel line or your car will not start. Let's see if we can revert this back. We could. Very nice. I think it all reverted back, didn't it? Yep, looks like it. Oh, hold on. Let me see what the condition of that is. 69%? What? That might be accessories. Wasted time trying to change the color on it. I'm not even sure if it charged me to do that. There should be a third bolt. We're just going to install all this new stuff here. Just because I can. Come on now. Let's see. Okay, that covers that up. So that covers up the that colored part. So that's good. All right. Then now I don't have to worry about taking off the wiper linkage and painting that or replacing it. All right, let's throw our parts over here so we can take them to Steve later on. Steve's been bugging me about bringing him some parts. Haven't brought him any parts lately. Been working on them tutorial videos for you guys, if I can speak correctly. Let's see how our hoses are. Come on now. What would help if I was in the loosening mode, wouldn't it? All off of there. What's our radiator? Doesn't tell us the condition of anything. Like I don't understand that. Like, I uncolor it. Can I uncolor it? Will it tell me now? Yeah, 99%. Cool. Cool, don't need to replace that. That saves me money. Yeah, that's weird how that one's good. 98%, not going to worry about replacing it. It's weird how it won't tell me the condition of it if it's painted. That did not work. Yeah, okay. Steve, you can have that, bud. I'm not going to mess with that. What we need to find is the fan shroud. And then I believe, yep. This alternator, or not alternator, I keep calling it an alternator. The fan shroud and this aluminum radiator, it's a mod. It's part of the EST Bananas extra engine parts like I told you about. Chrome that bad girl. Or bad boy, whatever you want to say. Those bolts are still color of his he colored the bolts too, see? They're a different color. They're that orangish brown color. I know the lighting's not good, so you can't really tell all that well, but yeah, they still are. I'm not worried about those tiny little bolts. Get that installed. Go around here. Grab these bolts. I think that's basically it. We just got to put some Earl and coolant in her. And we're going to be pretty much good to go. I don't remember if I can use the funnel in this modded. Yep, sure can. Let's run across the street and grab some coolant and oil. Should allow me just to pour it in here without bending down or anything. Yep, there we go. Coolant takes forever to fill, so kick your feet up. And that takes just about forever, doesn't it? Yeah, I really think just the black and chrome look it's simple, but it looks so much better than what was currently in here. In my opinion, like I said, I mean, what I like may be different than what you like. And that's fine. That's what makes the world go around. Oh, well, she's filled. She is filled. Grab the engine cap. Let's see if I can get the funnel down in the engine. I have a problem sometimes with this one, getting the funnel to fit. There we go. Grab our engine Earl. I know it's getting dark out here, guys. We're just trying to handle some business. Trying to handle some business, that's all. Sometimes when you got to get stuff done, you know, you got to get it done, whether it's day or night. I don't necessarily care for working in the dark in this game. But I want to see if she'll fire up. And then there's some other things underneath that I want to check. Like I want to check the to see if there's lifted springs on the car, or lowered springs on the car. Because if there is, I'm going to take them off and replace them with just regular ride height springs. I think this might have lowered springs on it, but I could be wrong. But I can't easily tell because everything is chromed underneath. If things weren't chromed underneath, I could easily tell. But man, you got to give it to the guy that had this car before, man. Chroming all these parts and everything, especially all the bolts. He put a heck of a lot of time into this car. A lot of time. So you got to give it to him, man. He really at one time cared for this car. All right. I think everything's good. We got to put on the oil cap back on. There we go. Oil cap. Oil's good. Well, let's check the oil first. Oil's good, as you see there. Coolant, you can see right down in there, that pink liquid. Coolant's full. So I think the only thing left to do is try to start her up. Before we do that, though, I am going to save it. Just because for some reason something went wrong or I didn't do something right on the engine, we quick save. So if sometimes you start it and you do something wrong, you could really screw up your engine bad and then have to rebuild it possibly. So let's jump into this thing and see if she fires up. Moment of truth, right? She doesn't have an exhaust on her, but that's why she did that. And you see the smoke from the exhaust leak because she doesn't have an exhaust on her. We will put the exhaust back on here in a minute. But yeah, she runs. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, how'd I get in the back seat, boys? That was pretty wild. Alright, let's grab this exhaust over here. Hopefully this exhaust is in good condition. I don't know if it will tell me. Yeah, 98%. Yeah, that's good. We're going to chrome that. Throw her back in the bag. 98%. Good. There we go. Then, oh, we put our wrench back, didn't we? That's fine. We got one right here. Tighten that down. All right. Now we have an exhaust. So we shouldn't be having any exhaust leaks now. And the car should be quite a bit quieter. So let's see. There we go. There's our headlights. Let's take off our parking brake. That would help. Yeah, baby. Burn rubber. Let's take her over to the dyno real quick. Put her on the dyno. See what she gets now. Alright. Turn off the headlights. Don't want the new battery to drain on us. Let's turn some lights on. There's some lights around here somewhere. There we go. There's lights over here. Let's go to the breaker box. How do we turn these dang things on again? It's over here somewhere. Why isn't it not coming on? That opens that door. There we go. Let's go up here to the office. Never mind. I forgot my change on me. I was gonna grab a soda pop. Doing all that work got me a little thirsty, but I forgot my dang change. Alright, let's strap the car to the dyno. She's strapped up now. All ready to go. Alright. Yeah, I think it's lowered too, because it like you sit so high in this car, it feels like. So I think it might be lowered. Alright, let's fire this old beast up. See what we get. We go. Let's move a little lower. There we go. So we can see the screen in front of us. Yeah! Okay, you guys ready? Woo! Look at that. 2,225 horses. You can't tell me that's not badass. Oh, I had the parking brake set. Hold on. Might be wrong. Might be wrong here. I screwed up. Yeah, I had the parking brake set, didn't I? Let's try that again. No, same thing. Okay. Okay. I screwed that up. Okay. 2,225 horse. Let's undo this here. That's quite a bit of step up from 700 and what? What was it? 714 horse? Something like that? 738 or... There it is, updated now in the diagnostic results. All right. That is so cool. Let's back her on out of here. She is an absolute beast. Brake lights work. Hold on, let's go inside. Do the headlights work? Yep, headlights work. I do have a new grill I'm going to put on this thing, but some of that other work is going to come in the next episode, because this one's getting to be too long as it is. Okay, turn the ignition off. And there you have it, guys. I know part of this episode was in the dark, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Next time, I'm going to get out the scanner and run a diagnostics on the car and see what parts are worn and things like that. I got a little tool that allows me to do that. So I'm going to run a complete diagnostics on the car. I'm going to put the car on the lift and see if this thing has lowered springs on it. If it does, we're going to change them out, and we're going to swap out our grill for our Dodge Charger grill. And also, we need to paint it. So there's more work to be done on this, what's going to be a beautiful car. Well, she already is beautiful, but we're going to make her even more beautiful when we're done with it. And also, we need to find a nice set of rims and tires. So in the meantime, I'm going to search for a nice set of rims and tires for this old girl that will really set her look off, hopefully. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, guys, we will see you later.